Seriously. Quick one. Now, for define an architectural building, it comprises of 3 elements. One is beauty, which is aesthetics. Secondly is functionality. The building should be functionable for the people. It just like what we're inside now. This space is a functional space, well functioned. It's fit for purpose. And then the third one, it's durability.
Yes.
It should be durable. So when then 3 elements they are combined in any construction or in any design. This is what we call an architecture.
Say the 3 again. You say
we have beauty, functionality and durability.
Okay.
So now let me make clean one. If the building is so beautiful, right, and it's functionable, but if it's not durable, if it's not strong, it's totally a crap.
Coming back, so all the materials there we list, so you mentioned, so are they really durable?
Very. The thing why make people not able to understand it is because they haven't seen this thing in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
And people are not giving chance for these things to happen. That's one of the big problems. But just imagine people in the past every day by Parliament billionaire, they see that building there.
Yeah. Okay. So I get 2 questions. This is a very underrated topic, but this is a very big topic. We're not going to use washroom for talk about this thing. 2 questions. One, what is the difference between a civil engineer and an architect?
Thank you.
Because this can confuse me. Because what thing I observe is this: most of the one that we study civil engineering at Frobe College now, they don't turn the architect. Yeah, and at the end they go do this 3D drawing.
Yeah.
And then they can present and to possibly the billions.
Yeah.
And that's the high level you can get to. You get there when a quack when they not go school, then they teach themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't call everybody when not go school we teach themselves quack.
Yep.
But you get one day we teach themselves, we're not actually committed to the job, not just the money, nobody.
Exactly.
Then not the job for. But what is the difference between an architect? The way you talk about these 3 things, it kind of in my mind asks me the question like, how can I differentiate between somebody who's an architect? Why I need for hire an architect and hire a civil engineer? Two people. Like, what's the difference?
So let's just highlight within the engineering field. We don't only have an architect. We have an architect who is the master builder. For us human, for we Motamande, that the architect, not God.
Yes, of course.
So now let's show you how architecture they like a proper architecture building is like a human being.
Yeah.
A full human being. You see the outer part of human, that's the aesthetics, that's the exterior beauty.
Yeah.
And without them bone there, this body for them feel like jelly.
Yes.
It should never stand upright.
I agree.
And then you see the vein them where they run our system, the guts, the intestine. These are like the services into building.
Yeah.
So now os, I look like the flesh when at this, now the wall.
Okay.
Now the exterior parts. Now they show the exterior.
Got you.
The structure, what they can call the column, the beam, the floor. These are the structures, the bones.
Yeah.
When they make the building team up.
Yeah.
You see the mechanical and electrical system. These are like the veins. They are the services where they serve the building. So that's the whole. So when we have a whole project, you don't only need an architect. You need an architect, you need a structural engineer, you need a mechanical engineer, you need an electrical engineer, you need a quantity surveyor, and you need a construction manager.
Wow.
But the architect is the master builder. He is the overseer of everything. Because he or she knows exactly what is in and out of the building.
I see.
The architect cannot do what the structural engineer is doing.
Absolutely.
No. He only knows just basic few things about structures.
Okay.
Yes. So that he or she will be guided as well. Okay. So when the architect design whatever building, it takes this design to the structural engineer to analyze exactly what type of structure or what type of foundation are we to use in this type of design.
So you they tell me now, say all them contractor they all get where they go in. So then contractor then they don't take themselves as all them people there.
Exactly.
Structural engineer,
Exactly.
construction manager, architect. They all on touch that work now. They go and build hosting for people now. Now make hosting for the left to right now.
Exactly.
So these are all the problems.
That's how you want to go to, yeah. If you don't believe, try. Call anybody for now, then draftman them and tell them, say, I get a project for you for draw for me house.
Yeah.
And I want them as urgent as possible. How long it will take? You know, someone will tell you, if you pay no more inside 1 week, I go down to ground for you. Can you imagine?
Okay. So how long is supposed for take as an architect?
To be honest with you, it takes a very long time to design.
Oh, really?
Yes. You know why? Because I'm being honest, design is something that has a lot of back and front reviews. You might satisfy with within you as the architect don't put on the paper, but you have to have a review with the client because you're designing for someone. And designing for someone don't mean say all waiting the client to tell you is what you are going to do. Now the client will tell you, as soon I want, so. But you as the professional, you are being guided with rules and regulation when you do practice. That there are limits to certain things them.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to swampy area, outside so swamp, and clients can tell you, say, I want 10 story or 15 story. Then when you go to the structural engineer tell you, say, no, my man, 15 story no good now. They say, waiting this soil go take na 10 story. Then you go back to the client and tell them, say, boss man, this project now 10 story na the maximum height or width. Then the client say, no, me man, a 15 story I want now. Me this na business place. If you're not careful enough, the money will lead you for you do something very, very stupid at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's where ethics comes into play.
Yes.
So are there ethical standards with the job as an architect?
I just no one derived to certain point because it involved the institution of this country.
Yeah.
Like the Ministry of Lands, Works, and whatsoever. I they tell you, if Salon don't get rules, lay down rules and regulation, or building regulations then in this country, there should have been so many stops to so many things.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, even in the US, you need just put up a. In fact, now make it very expensive, and it takes a long time for make you put up one building.
Yes.
Because you get for go through some bureaucratic red tapes from the city council. You get for go meet. Sometimes you even go up to the mayor.
Exactly.
Get building inspectors and get for come make sure say that building they get everything we need forget.
Exactly.
You get forget exit entrance. You get forget exit. You get forget branded doors. Doors I don't call this thing. You get forget. Signs them clear signs them. You get for the building get for meet up certain code certain. You get for pass some kind. It gets a lot. So and all these things are just safety measures. We the architects supposed for even factor in we did all in structure. But over here because we not get them like how you say regulations and we not get systems and people already monitor and see that all the regulations they are, people in follow and through. Now they make they get building the way not get exit.
Exactly.
Would they get building the way not well? You need to see the exit sign safe. You need to say fire alarms. And that is actually a problem. People are gonna build in some rooms and they're not supposed to take certain amount of more than a capacity. They can't talk about.
Exactly.
If the room for take 10 person, imagine 50 people already inside the room. You risk the structure.
Exactly.
The risk come. So all of these are problem that we no matter we just do as we want to do. And so like this is a very big topic. Now coming back to which you talk, you say then just introduce this thing in 2019.
Yes.
So I feel like we got a long way for go.
Very.
Because we get for first of all see more professionals them, coming from universities, then come na the field and can apply within the land effectively and for transform we mindset, change the way we look at things, and then then we change the way Freetown look.
Yes.
Because Freetown has to look in a certain way. Okay, we're gonna take a short break, and then when I come back, we can talk about what you did do personally for now.
Okay.
And then on another show, I think I'll ever bring you come back, honestly. Because this conversation really, really big, and it's also a social problem.
Yeah.
And definitely we'll have to expand the conversation and talk more into how can we change mindset? What can be done? How can we get more of you? How can we, inform young people and approach, cities differently? How can we build urban city that is very attractive to tourists and other things? I mean, we'll come back and then we'll talk about what you do.
Thank you so much.
I refused to give up. I kept on hoping. I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now. It don't better now. Famous and the name now. You know go fit say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a flight to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like now they buy now. Turn up, cause me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For this one where we there, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why someone go stay, now only God know. The reason why someone go. Now God is for no. Me brother, me I don't go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know. What you get for no say. It's never the end, cause the downfall of a man, no, not to the end of a life. And then they give up, and then they turn down. Every day and they turn up. See me color, it pop up. Famous and the name now. You know go say, you don't know me now. Now me son this guy the party now. Even you baby, they call it now. Cause now me they make all man get ready now. You next on the beats now. The people just take risks, just they dance. Change. Me brother see me life now. It don't better now. Famous and the name now. You know go fit say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a flight to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like now they buy now. Turn up, cause me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward.
Hi, welcome back again. If you just joined me, this is your favorite talk show, the Talk to M show, where they come to you every Tuesday on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And your host Mulko Sulaiman Bankura, and I get with me Abubakar Dean Tawali, where they talk to you about architecture as a whole. But I mean, the conversation is so large that we don't talk about different things, but we learn new things and new approach them to how can we build safer houses, how can we use own local materials for build houses and we will last longer and we will look beautiful at the end of the day. And they tell you some of the mistakes that they make when people they hire, the difference between hiring a civil engineer and hiring an architect, and the people that we responsible for builders and what you need for builders. But like I say, I'll go for invite them again another time for we expand on this topic, because I would like for you more about these materials and how we can get them, the supply, how cheap it is, and if there are businesses here. That's a whole nother story on its own, and how governments which kind of policies governments can pass, and that kind of stuff. But we go open them up to come much more later dates. But I understand, so you get your business where you want.
Sure.
And many times you don't show me examples of what you do and which you try for promote. So tell me small thing about waiting at this business, what your business name, and exactly which you do promoting in that business.
Okay. So basically, it's an architectural studio, It's like a farm.
Okay.
Wherein I'm inviting young minds at the side, basically not for work, for anybody.
Okay.
Yes, the reason being is because I still feel like, these people have the same thoughts of everybody. And one of the most dangerous things them where we get in this country, and the fact that, like I mentioned earlier, we don't have very good architectural firms in this country. We go invite young architects in for camp. We only get construction coming in owned by these engineers, and some are not owned by engineers; they are owned by different fields.
Exactly.
So now look at the problem. If a young graduate, an architect graduates, also you feel say to go work now under the civil engineer.
Exactly.
And exactly what's in the civil people at the practice, they are not going with what the architectural rules say.
Yeah.
Now waiting then say waiting they understand.
Yeah, their own discipline.
That's what they,
which is quite different from waiting.
So it just about like I don't can study architecture, then I go work on at this person.
Yeah.
It changed my whole perception to
True.
waiting want.
I agree. 100%.
That's the thing. So that's why I decide for startup a very small, which is now going very big business as an architectural firm, where I invite young minds them. This is how we work normally. I'm not the type where I get project, go sit down before my machine and start drawing and whatsoever. At first, we'll pay a very good visit to your site, me and the client.
Okay.
And we'll get a very good visibility study where we have to compile a complete report about how your sites look like exactly.
Okay.
And then we can come up with so many suggestions then to the client, wherein me, the client, and my team, they sit on the desk, look at so many things then, look at so many problems then we decide on. We get so many visibility studies about the site.
Yeah.
When we compile all these things, then clearly the client they understand, say, oh, these are some of the problems. Okay, these are some of the opportunities. That's why in architecture we have what we call SWOT.
Yeah.
We have SWOT, SWOT, which is strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. This is a very key thing you have to look.
Absolutely.
Yes. So this is what I do. At first, when I started, it was indoors. I be just the practice all the time with myself and, go on. But I reach a point that, when I move along, I see the same problems them, and this is where there's something, again, important will come to my mind. The city as a whole, as we topic did to the urban.
Yeah.
I go tell you for free. And this, I go likely to pay attention to this.
Okay.
The idea of flooding in this country, you know why flooding they happen? People and things say because, of course, because we get small drainages there. And people in the toilet in the gutter or whatsoever.
I know why flooding happened, but I need to know more from the architect point of view.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is what me don't look at so many times. If you watch 70 to 80% of everybody where they build in this country, when someone don't build a house, the space where they left around the compound, instead of a green space, a welcoming space, it concretes the entire space. So tell me, if I don't concrete this entire floor, where in come? If you say the sip gun underneath the gun again, no. A defend winner for pass can the street and destroy the place. So if people are not begin pay attention to these things, I tell you for free, no matter how clean the city, no matter how clean the drainage is there, we still have this problem.
So we don't turn Freetown into a concrete jungle.
So
you were saying we know a lot of people don't value green spaces. I mean, that's one thing where quite recently I don't come to conclusions. Salon, one thing we no respect now green spaces.
Exactly.
In fact, this country na space safe for now one see. One build all side. This feature, one put building all side. I do not understand for the life of me how people they see this city where park safe, will not forget park. Outside people for go sit down, relax, enjoy birds chirping, watch people in the pass, just sit down quietly, read books, sit down just to think. We don't want that.
Exactly.
In fact, what's this space outside people in the play ball, we go build it. What's the place outside people in the build, outside people in the play basketball, we go make play body.
Exactly.
Go on a court, put all man a court. So while I land it, take the land, build it.
Build
We not
shop.
just respect space, we not respect
At
green
all.
spaces, we not respect people, and all of this actually they adds to a sustainable city. What would they veer towards? Not that we want to foresee, but as you rightly say, that's where the architects and inside, the planners and inside, you professionals, wait for able for sit down, get a planned out city, exactly how we see like. We able to plan it in such a way where there are spaces, green spaces like that in the day, and tell people when they build their house, not to always have to put cement, not to always have to put concrete, like how you rightly say. And if I like get flowers, now you host around the house.
It even make you get long life.
It
bruh.
get long life.
Because you able to breathe.
Yes.
Waiting they give you waiting it once, and you back the gear waiting
Yes. Every house need a flower, you need flower pot, you need trees and all that. And God put something in the note for design. He put on there for
Exactly.
a particular reason, that for survival. But all of this we don't brush aside. And I don't know where all this thing come from. I can't for the life of me, I can't even think about it. I don't even know where I come from. But
Exactly.
that's where we wanna come inside. So you will talk about your business. So you employ young Sierra Leoneans, young architects,
young
as
minds
well.
them, yes.
And you teach them how for do these designs.
Exactly. So
Okay.
this is how it opens. This is how it goes. Even though I'm more well grounded on what I'm doing,
Yeah.
but there is always, and that's the responsibility of the architect. Then can tell you one thing, say even the dullest person gets a very good impact of playing a society.
Absolutely, I agree.
So this is wherein they say two heads are better than one. Sometimes I might just come and
Two
say,
heads.
yeah, two heads are better.
Two
than
better
one.
heads.
Yeah. So sometimes I can just can say, okay, now this design you want. Hmm? But even the least person gets in your way. I look at
Absolutely.
it. So that's why.
It's a teamwork.
Then you say, no two heads thinks the same.
Yes.
I can do this, but there will be a better option. So that's why
Absolutely.
we always have review. We put on the desk. Let everybody in kind of opinion. Everybody gets book. Everything where everybody they say, we jot them down, and then we sit down and look what is the best approach.
Yeah.
So my business starts, like I say, an indoor.
Okay.
But when I see most of them problems they happen, I get a lot of questions then for ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was looking at, I will ask this question, but I don't get a platform. So I possibly don't like media that much.
Okay.
But I start for use TikTok as a platform for enlightening people them,
Yeah.
and for tell people them say, you know what, this is it. This is what we have. We
Yeah.
can do this,
Yeah.
and these
Yeah.
are can happen in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is where I start. That's why when I start, I beget one video I make, which go very viral. It's about 32K now. People don't know VM. Wherein I ask a question. Say, are we facing poor architecture in Sierra Leone or poor urban planning system? I get a lot of response.
Yeah. Yeah.
People, okay, majority just say, both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Architecture is poor, the urban planning is poor, everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is where the business starts.
Yeah. I agree. So when you go, like, what's your vision? Like, what's how you aspire for see what you do, or what you see hope for see change in the future?
I'm being honest. For me, as an architect, I'm practicing architect. If the people of Sierra Leone really accept what we have, this is not something I can say to one of my friends. I say, I say, believe, say, if NASIT, just imagine, I say, if NASIT then concentrate being for build low-cost houses, then within local material again at this country.
True.
And being honest, then go generate a lot of money.
True.
Just imagine you build a small houses there, like 1 room and parlor for single person, 2 rooms and parlor, 3 small bungalow there. And then rent the houses there for
We see
cheaper
that
cost.
a lot of South Africa and other parts of the south and part of Africa. Now they ain't Clayton, they Laterites down in Clayton, they use for build most of the local.
But just imagine, there's another time where I come across this TAF salon.
Yeah.
I see the design, Micro City, I was like, what the hell? What's in these people in there after?
Yeah.
You ask for me person Sierra Leone, we be say we get we get 3 categories of people.
Yeah.
We have the rich people, middle class and poor. And if you check the percentage, of the rich people, they are 5%.
Yeah.
How many people will able to buy that house? They
The
50,000.
median income very low now.
$50,000 for home.
Somebody
Oh,
afford that
goodness.
kind of money.
I just feel like then just find a way for grab the property and because I'm being honest, even you put them for rent, people are not going to rent them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And possibly get sense if you then feel say now for the diasporas and the bilam, anybody will get sense we come and watch that place there. I go prefer for building your home.
True. Anyway, I mean, this is a conversation where we can, explore. It's like I say, it's a very unique. So when you talk about that, it make I think about something. I remember when I go to University of Notre Dame. It's one of the most prestigious universities in America, Indiana ID. This is a wealthy institution. I mean, the endowment fund is over $10 billion. Very wealthy institution. My brother, when you go to the campus, most of them buildings them, like 70 to 80% of them buildings them, nada laterites, and they use for building. And them and clay, you see, and they use.
Yeah, the mix
mix
material.
And one thing that stuck with me, I don't want to see them painter.
It has its original self.
I don't want to see them painter.
It has.
And so you know what they do? Then it totally eliminates that painting cost.
Exactly.
Eliminate
it saves the budget.
You don't have to paint that whole structure for as long as you want.
So that's why they call it sustainable design.
Yes, because when rain comes, it cleans itself.
Exactly.
Right. When the sun comes, it hardens.
Yeah.
Yes, and guess what? It need to absorb heat, so it's safe. So I look at them people. I say with all their money, then decide for use sustainable materials for building structures.
Exactly.
Not so because of the no money, but then look at the fact, say, this building will last longer.
For long.
And guess what? It's beautiful. When you see her, you see the colors.
You always appreciate them.
You appreciate them. And it looks good. So, and maybe if we begin get a mindset shift, na Sierra Leone, and people like you drive that, through your constant sensitization,
yes,
constant teaching, constant engagement, having small community engagement, make people see the value of these things, and perhaps what will begin happen. It will further begin create opportunities for businessmen them.
Yeah.
Down the way then Sansan there. Instead of going to begin take Sansan out, they will begin mine renting and
exactly.
Government will try for create some policies and for protect their materials and they make hurt the environment so badly. Because I don't know the laws around getting laterite stone. I don't know if that even exists. I don't know who side the material they way easily accessible for make people and pull them and come. Like how Sansan did now.
Exactly.
Sansan there is actually policies, for artisanal people who mine Sansan and there are rules and now way they go by. So all of this has to come into play. But first of all, we have to create the demand. Once we create the demand, all of this
will be supplied.
Yeah, I mean everything that just fits into place like gloves. So I mean this is good. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. We almost don't come to the end of the show.
Yes.
We know even we just scratch the surface on this topic. But I got a couple of questions from my listeners. Them Victor Otello JK. They say okay, the good architect Commodore Dean knows this field. And Fifi, they say Commodore Sa, you get a lot of comments now. God bless the Commodore KESH and Gabriel T. Senesi, they say great job. And then Kwesi Lash, great though. Commodore Dean, Sarah Bangor, they say excellent work. Somebody called just not flash me, please call. Gabriel T. Senesi, they say a very useful and informative conversation. George Kamakazi Michael, they say Commodore. We get sense. Well done, man. Solomon Aliyu and Asma to Kamara say let's continue having topics like this so our country will be well planned and also have good structures, good infrastructures. And Abdullah Suma, they ask a question. They say, how can you describe the architecture of Freetown? What's your best advice to Ministry of Lands, especially the country planning section? With the raw materials in Sierra Leone, can there be a way of harnessing it for proper planning, especially in achieving sustainable planning?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a long question, but I'll see you understand. Yeah.
So can you please take it one after this?
So the first question is, how can you describe the architecture of Freetown?
I think it's an no, to be honest, it's an irregular settlement. a very like I say, it's a scattered settlement. It's just people in the earth, they do anything, any side. One thing, you know why? Because we don't have a zoning system in Sierra Leone. Nobody in the country you say, "Yeah, 3 story for Billy, yeah, 1 story." You know, for go more than that. You know, I can come and build me 1 story. Nah, the way person can hear me, if you get money pass me, they build 10 story. I like any two do me compare the city. So like I said, job na scattered. We don't get any zoning plan. The second question is what?
So second question is what's your best advice to Ministry of Lands, especially the country planning section? Because now I think you get Ministry of Lands and country planning.
Yeah, I know.
So what would be your advice to those people there if you had to meet with the minister?
It will be better for somebody who to take advice.
Okay.
You know why? Because I don't work with these people at once, and I've seen things. I'm not going to disclose these things, but I've seen things, which is then people are the only concern about their self-interest. It's nothing about the government. And it's so funny that we have city council. We're responsible for the city, and these sectors should have very good professional architects in this place. Ministry of Lands, these people in a responsibility. I don't even feel so they know their responsibility. Seriously, they only feel like, when there is state property, who can secure the state property and sell them to whosoever wants to sell them, and then do whatsoever want to them without even the consensus of the council, which is very, very bad.
I agree.
Then people are need for work hand in hand.
So the last question from Abdullah Suma, they say, with the raw materials in Sierra Leone, can there be a way of harnessing it for proper planning, especially in achieving sustainable planning, where we talk about earlier, like the materials are released, like how can somebody, harness them for get them, they got materials in, so that person will use them for building house?
The raw material, they everywhere. They all side. I'm being honest. Also, you go past now this country where you see that redstone. Or you see that ironstone.
But we get a huge deposit of it somewhere.
Very huge one.
Okay.
When you go corner, if you travel, go corner, you see some certain parts along the. See so many rock stones, the heavy mountains of them. When you're not even able to crack all and remove safe. So many.
I agree. Okay, so Mariam Bangura, they say, wow, I have learned so much from this topic. Massive thanks. And Cherno Barrio also, they say, always on track, Komodo. Good things. Thank you so much for, we join me. I don't learn so much. But also, what will be your final parting words for, for this show, for this evening? And what would you tell, I don't know if like government or a young aspiring architect, or what would you tell these two separate entities?
Okay, lay an out for like bridge among those two people. These two people.
Okay.
The whole.
Okay.
The entire Sierra Leoneans.
Okay.
Like I start for say. I don't know if I can still remember if na Pakaba we sit down there on our honest. Say the only way we will like change things in this country or grow. Now we change with mindset. There is always possibility. No problem, no the way, no resolution. It only depends if you are ready to solve it. So if we say a union, them really, really want to see difference, they want to see change. I think this is the best time. They start listening and they start considering so many things. Because I think the consideration is very poor. When person tell you saying like this, they even want to go further again. Or ask them, why you say this? Or why? What's not? What will be the good thing or the good outcome of this? So I think we need for change of mindsets first. That's the big thing.
So what would you say to a young aspiring architect?
For me, Natiwani, if you think say you're looking for a soft life, an easy one, never practice architecture.
Okay. All right.
Because it will never be for you.
Okay.
But if you think you are very, rigid in your self-discipline, then I think it's a one step forward.
Okay. Well, there you have it. If you didn't house, you think about what you want for going to college, but at the same time you want to pursue your goal, pursue your dream. Go study architecture. For Bay College and Cochrane will be a good start for you. But also you have to have passion for it, and we need more for now. For change the way we see the city. We need more for now for proper urban planning, and probably the potential city we look at. We need more architects we can able to plan them effectively using our local materials and change the way we look at the city. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I really appreciate your time, and for sure we're going to have you back here once more for open up this conversation and flesh out certain details more more into this. Thank you so much for all my listeners. We listen and the one that we comment on Facebook. I want to say a big thank you to you all. And before I go, I got a short segment. It's called the Did You Know segment of my show. We'll talk about strange things, like people really learn about new things. And today on the Did You Know segment, we'll talk about a very interesting place we call PZ. How PZ come about. So, for short history, two party them. The one are Scottish and the one are Greek. George Patterson and George Zokonis actually then two party so then start a business, right? That business they name PZ. So George Patterson using last name, the first letter of his last name, and George Zokonis used the first letter of his last name. Zokonis then joined together and they form PZ, and PZ now be a big business place, big store. It was gigantic store, and what they do back then be they take some of what they take business now. So we agricultural produce, we cocoa, coffee, cacao, and all this good stuff, and all the food stuff rest. Then they export them to the UK back then, and it was a big business and a place where everybody really can buy stuff. Everybody really can do trade. We they sell to other African nations as well, and it was business was booming. So it was a business center, and that's how that name they come about. PZ. Now just two business people them, and guess what? Then over time, then transform that name the business don't morph into PZ Cousins, and this business still they operate, still existing. Yes. Wow. And they established the business in 1884, if I'm not mistaken, here on my notes. The business started in 1884, and they started that business. Really? So over 100 years, this business is still operating. Unfortunately, and just not a salon again. But in Nigeria, PZ Cousins in Nigeria.
So PZ basically means Pattersons and Zoko.
Yes, Pattersons and Zokonis. And in Nigeria. So why in Nigeria they're not a salon? Well, that's a question you answer for another show. Yeah. Anyway, until next week, I've been your host, Moloko Sulaiman Mangora, and thank you for being a part of the show. Join me again next week. We go talk about something very interesting. Of course, I will check Dini's schedule and get an answer again for part 2 of this conversation, because I would like to talk more into what can we do. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, and I've been your host, Moloko Sulaiman Bangura, and until next week, Tata.
And some go come and go. The reason why someone go stay, now only God know. The reason why someone go